Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Scent of the late night, early morning is Lavensure Intense by Al Haramain. Very beautiful fragrance, one of the best known dupe of Aventus fruity batches with excellent performance. Why did I mention scent of the morning? I have 10 fragrance lists for you, which are strictly performers. And I have mix of affordable, Middle Eastern, designer affordable, designer a little bit expensive, hard to find, as well as maybe a niche fragrance in the end. So I picked up 10. This is random. These are not the top 10 best ever, the most beast mode, nothing like that. We have many fragrance in our collection. We have many options, choices so we can rotate. So if you're looking to buy some of the strong fragrances, I would suggest them. Okay. And I have reviewed all these fragrances in my channel. Check them out. So number 10, I'll start with the fragrance I have not shown in a very long time. This is one of the most affordable perfumes you can ever buy. This is called Tea Rose. If you can see the beautiful juice color, I have Tea Rose and Tea Rose Jasmine. I think this is Tea Rose. Tea Rose Jasmine maybe is a greener color. So this, when I bought for the very first time, this fragrance costed me $4.50. Very long time ago when I reviewed this first. Now it's more of a $15 here. It's getting a little bit hard to find. One really cheap packaging. The cap takes beating. It's like the cheap flimsy cap. The bottle, I really like the looks of it, and I really like this. How it looks, the juice color and all that. So this is the Perfumers Workshop Limited company. This perfume is, you can tell from the name, it's a tea-based perfume, and then it says tea rose. But I get more of a rose than tea. You do get the tea note somewhere at the back, but the tea is not the only note. Oh man, this cap is very, very tight. So sometimes, if you don't use it for a long time, it gets stuck. Yeah, you can see this is the cheapest cap ever. And when you smell this, this is not for everybody. This is the list is basically for performance, but the juice is not guaranteed you're gonna like all of them. So you can see even the atomizer, everything looks cheap. So I would say this one surprised me when I tried it for the first time, how long it lasts. It's a more of a fresh rose scent. It has many other notes. It has green notes, herbal notes, maybe vetiver or something like that, a lot of pepper. But this perfume, if you see it somewhere, give it a try. But it has a little bit of that rose water, like attar sort of feel. Not for everybody, but in winter it smells really good. The quality is great and really good longevity from Tea Rose. That's the first one. And you also get 120 ml juice. Second one is a very beautiful bottle. It's a little bit expensive. It's a French Avenue fragrance. I think it's called Spectre Wraith. Okay, this is the bottle, and I did before Spectre Ghost. That was a very nice fragrance as well, sweet. But this is more of by Kilian fragrance. I think Straight to Heaven, I guess. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is very sweet, in the same line with Angel Man by Thierry Mugler, but more wearable. And this is more wearable version of the Kilian. Lasts a very long time. Performance is very, very good. Doesn't beat the Kilian, but the price point is just a no-brainer, and the bottle design is amazing. This is Spectre Wraith. Okay, the next one I'm going to show, it's one of the more popular ones. This is definitely a beast. Hawas Black by Rasasi. The whole line, the new 3 releases, Fire, Black, and the Elixir, all 3 are top-notch performers, but this one takes it next level, 10 out of 10 performer. Again, some people do not agree when I said this is similar to Nishane Hachivat old batches. I know one guy in one of the groups next to a country wrote, I don't know what the reviewers are smoking. I read comments, I go through posts, and I saw that I wanted to comment, and I'm like, no, everybody has their own opinion, and there's nothing wrong with it. I do not want to take it personal. Fragrance game is very subjective, so it's okay. But I still, stand by, or I still back up my, statement. This smells like old batches of Hachivat with enormous performance. This one is a 20 out of 10. Okay, definitely every cent justified when you spend on that one. Next one, another beast. This is Marj, another love it or hate it, very subjective fragrance. This is a very not for everybody. I personally cannot tell you that I wear this with a lot of confidence. When I wear this fragrance gives me great longevity push. I can smell it, others can smell it. There's just no two-way about this. There's just nothing confusing about it. But the price is very expensive for what it is, Ahmed Al Magribi. But this one gets a lot of love. Some people say it's like not so good. it is very unique at that. Okay, so check it out. It has a lot of rose or floral in the heart, but nice, sweet, strong perfume. This is called Marj by oh man, Ahmed al Magribi. So number 5, I'm going to go a little bit of a old school, like a old fragrance. It's about 8 years, 9 years old now, or maybe more. Rasasi la Yuqawam. I just love this line. I reviewed every single release from this line: Ambergris Shower, Jasmine Wisp, this one, Tobacco Blaze. I think there are a few more, at least 6 or 7. And there's one that is a strawberry based one. Man, these fragrances are built for performance. There's one, Ambergris Shower, oh, and there's one more that is like Irish Memo, like Irish Leather, you know. Every single fragrance, no matter how much you like it or hate it, you cannot deny their fragrances last. Used to be $75. Now it's more about nearly $100 now per 75 ml, but worth every penny. And this is a Tuscan leather inspired fragrance, lot more juicy, like fruitiness compared to Tuscan leather. Tuscan is like much darker than this. The fragrance has some sort of you know, darkness about it. This one is dark but more sweet. Raspberry is really prominent in this. La Yuqawam is 10 for performance in winter especially. So now let's hit some of the designers. Now the cheapest design I have here is this one, Nautica Voyage. Okay, my dear brother, made from Australia, Adrian Morton, I think. Hi brother, how are you doing? He is one of our most active members, and he recently got this and he showed it in his video. And every time I see this in any of the videos, it makes me very happy, because such a, now maybe a little bit more expensive than before, no longer $22 now. It's around $40 in Bangladesh now, per 100 ml. But still, in outside, if you travel, you can get this 200 ml for at least like under $60. Such a basic, salty, apple, musk, this kind of combination, and it's just great for warmer days. It will surprise you how much this lasts. This one is like longevity is like our Club de Nuit, iconic. Performance wise, 212 men, you know, if you know those, like really strong performer for a freshie, this is that, and it just lasts, definitely lasts a long time. And I just love this 200 ml bottles. Okay, definitely you must have this if you are looking for a strong summer scent. Not much sweetness though. The second one I'm going to show from designer side is this one. I had a backup bottle, I sold it off, now I'm regretting it, you know, but I want to have this fragrance always in my collection. It's called Psyche Reveal for men. This perfume is just amazing. If you ask me to pick up the most desirable in terms of smell, this is my most favorite. Okay, but I have 3 others which are also stronger but more expensive than this. So this fragrance has brandy, I think, one of the boozy notes, agave, sweetness, leather, a lot of this playful thing. Just hands down one of the most beautiful fragrance in modern era, like Daniel's Icon, you know. These are great fragrances. Price point was so good, but still I think Psyche Reveal is a beast mode performer. It lasts more than Ultra Male. Number 3, now getting very expensive, man. This one, the 100 ml, is costing $75. I remember getting 100 ml for the first time. Maybe it was just $35. Okay, this 200 ml that I have backup, I have no worries. I have a backup bottle that is called Paco Rabanne. So this is the old generation fragrance, like Azaro Purom. This one's just great masculine perfume. Green, vanilla, very green. When you smell this, it can be overpowering, and it's such a rugged fragrance. So dry down, it goes to the oak moss, green, typical of the like 70s, 80s fragrances. It's in the powerhouse zone. So when I say powerhouse, it definitely means it holds for a very long time, even with these formulations. Okay, if you can get the last formulations of Paco Rabanne, this will get you easily 8, 10, 12 hours plus. I actually personally prefer this in a cooler setup, especially if you go up in the mountains surrounded by clouds. I have a lot of memories with this. You know, I did review this from Malaysia for the first time. Check out my review, Paco Rabanne. Number 2 is the backup bottle I just recently got, and I'm so happy. You know, I will tell you, sometimes I do struggle, you know, because I buy my fragrance, I don't get any free bottles. I know sometimes I have to hold on to money end of the month, save up a little bit, and don't hold to the hold the temptation. But sometimes I can't, because I've been looking for certain perfume as backup, because I'm scared, you know, in future they might be very, very expensive, very rare. I cannot find them. Such fragrance is called Prada L'Homme Intense. This perfume, just check out my review when I reviewed this long time back. Prada L'Homme and this, they are great. 2 of my favorites from the line. This one actually is the darker take, leather, patchouli, you know, added to the original Prada L'Homme. It's fresh. Still, you can smell the Prada L'Homme DNA, but it's dark. And man, previously it used to be made in Spain under Puig. Did I break that? No. Under Puig, now I think this is done by Revlon or Maybelline. What's the company? I forgot. They took over L'Oreal, and now it's being made in France. But so far, no issue with performance. Great little sweet, more dark iris. One of the masterpiece of the fragrance game for me, and this lasts a long time. Prada L'Homme Intense. Get that before that's gone, like Spice Bomb Extreme, another fragrance. Great. Number one, I'll finish with the most expensive one today. I think this house, whatever they produced, on most part, they are unlimited performance, man. I literally have to wash my, the fragrance off of my skin because they don't want to leave. On the shirt, they last easily 10 hours plus. So this particular one I have for a very long time. It's called Costume National Soul. There's a lot of new Costume National that came out in the market. Some of you ask me, why don't you review this, that? Some of the new releases, they are just way out of my budget. I can spend that money, but spending, it used to be $85 when I got this few years back, and now it's like $150, like Costume National Soul, and then the Costume National Perfume or something, the darker ones. They are ridiculously expensive, so I don't get, but I really like this house. So this one is an amber based perfume with a lot of spices. If you do like Grand Soir, Noir Ambre by Simiake, you would appreciate this perfume. Okay, amazing longevity. Tomorrow I'm going to wear this. I did not wear this winter, but great little perfume. So there you go, 10 fragrances. If you like beast mode, I'll write down the names as usual. Don't worry about that. And just 2 questions before I go. I'll answer because I read comments once in a while, even though I cannot read all the comments all the time because I'm always working. One question was one member, follower, subscriber, maybe a female, I'm not sure. She or he said, I absolutely hate the way you sit. The corner is totally wrong. I read that and I was like, what did I do now? Because I get a lot of complaints that I'm not aware of. And this one, the comment basically also ended like, it looks like you are just stuck, you don't move, you are like frozen, or in the screen you're frozen. The whole idea for me is I'm old. I'm trying not to make as much movement like before. Like I don't like to do move this, so you guys know, like this, so this yo-yo, all this feel, it's just I don't do that. I like to sit. I got this chair, so that I can be stable, stationary. I can just do my work without much noise. My whole idea is to review the perfume. And if this looks not entertaining, I'm sorry about that, but I don't like to move around so much. Second thing, one guy, maybe a Bangladeshi, I'm not sure where he's from, but looks like he is living overseas. He left me 4 comments, and sometimes, the comments I saw, like it means like it looks like he enjoys my work and he likes what I did with Hawas elixir perhaps or something. But he said, you are eating everything wrong. Maybe he's concerned about my health. And also one of the videos he said, these are just totally trash. Like I did one video. Sometimes I do extra videos like for fun, this is my channel, this is my work, my desire, what I feel like doing, I do. It's sometimes maybe out of desperation, like I'm doing 2-3 videos. Some people mind that. But if you're working, I'll tell you, answer this and I go. If you're doing this work and you realize work doesn't always meet the same bar with your passion, sometimes the work has to be a little bit more than your passion. You know what I mean? Like you have to earn your bread by doing extra mile, and it can look ugly. I can definitely understand, like when I do review Gatorade or watches, like to do sometimes for fun. That is from my passion. But when I do like morning thoughts, I want to share a few things with you. I'm a human being. I do not take orders from anybody. I told you this before many times. Maybe I'm not right, built in wrong, that I don't like being other people. Okay, like what others do, what's trending. I don't follow that. But sometimes I do extra videos, extra top 10 lists, this and that. Maybe the quality isn't there, but it earns me few extra dollars end of the month. And that's what I do for a living. I have no shame to admit that I am working with fragrances. I do not take offers when people offer me very cheap money, like payment for doing any content for brand promotion. I think I don't take it. I rather sleep it off. I rather, rest or do my work, right? So I hope I can sometimes once in a while when I answer the questions, it doesn't confuse people that much. So if you're still being bothered, I understand, I do not take any of these comments personally, but sometimes, your life, my life is not the same. Your life may be so much more comfortable. You are earning big salary, you're making good money overseas. I don't have that, perhaps. I have to struggle here, okay? Because making money is not easy here. And beginning of the year, the payment from YouTube is horrible. Okay, you ask the other reviewers how they're managing. You watch all the big reviewers, Steven, Ashton, everybody's doing top 10. Why? Because the top 10s are the only one that gets more view, generates more revenue through the ads. Simple as that, right? So there you go. If you don't like the pattern, perhaps take a break from reviews and watch someone who is interesting, right? So take care. Thank you so much for watching once again. See you soon. Bye-bye.